Hello everyone, CM here. I'm here to make this very special video. It's going to be a video that's a bit different today. And today, I'm here to make this video to talk about some stuff that I think need to be talked about. Alright, I'm sure you guys have heard of what's been going on, about this whole culture war that we keep seeing. Or now, ever since the woke left is starting to kind of die out, the more religious right is starting to take over. And now they're starting to do the whole censorship deal, where they're starting to censor stuff in video games and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you guys now, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the culture war. I hate the fact that we have no tolerance or respect for anyone. And today, I'm here to tell you that I'm starting a movement, okay? And this movement is right here. The Creative Freedoms Movement, okay? Now, what is the Creative Freedoms Movement? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is in 3, 2, 1. Alright? It says right here, what is the Creative Freedoms Movement? This is TCFM, or aka the Creative Freedoms Movement, which is a political movement that fights and advocates for creative freedoms and creative liberties for all in our beloved society, and to change the cultural landscape for the better, and to protect the individual from the mob who wishes to cancel them and ruin their lives. Okay? This is a movement that fights against censorship. I don't care from what side of the aisle you're on. It's a movement that fights against that stuff. It's a movement that stands up for creative freedoms and creative liberties. Now, the political ideology that's basically in control of this movement, okay, alright, the political ideology that's basically this movement believes in, it's ideology that I came up with, and it's also an ideology I think would be very interesting to share with you guys. And here it is, right here. 3, 2, right here. What is creativism? Alright? Creativism is a political philosophy that believes in the value and pursuit of creative liberties and creative freedoms for all in society in order to create a better cultural landscape. Basically, this is what creativism is. Creativism is a political philosophy that preaches tolerance and respect for everyone and their creative freedoms and creative liberties in order to create a much better cultural landscape, a landscape where everybody can pursue and practice their creative freedoms and liberties without unnecessary constraints. Without the fear of being canceled by everybody, without someone trying to cancel them and ruin their lives, without the mob trying to cancel them and take everything they ever built up, take it as in it's a political philosophy that fights for creative liberties and freedoms and fights back against the mob. Alright, because I'm really tired of this culture war, man. I really do not like the anti-woke, or neither do I really like the woke movement. I don't like either of those movements, alright? I think those movements have done a very disastrous and horrible deal for our culture. It has destroyed our culture, okay? Our culture has been, I would argue, almost been ruined. No one respects anybody anymore. No one tolerates everybody no more. I'm just tired of it. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way too, Like, tell me in the comments below if you guys are tired of this. Alright, just tell me in the comments below. I just want to know, are you guys tired of this culture war? Alright, just let me know in the comments below, okay? Alright, now, next, I'm going to be going on and talking about the principles of the Creative Freedoms Movement, because every movement has to have some principles, okay? Now, as in right here, the Creative Freedoms Movement, the five principles of creativism. These are the 5 principles of creativism and the Creative Freedoms Movement as a whole. Alright, principle number 1. You must value and pursue creative liberties at all costs, no matter what it is and no matter what the cost. Principle number 2, you must support the public domain in order to preserve creative freedoms, not just for me, but for creative freedoms for all, okay? Principle number 3, alright, you must be very respectful towards others and their projects that they create for the world to see. Alright, that's 3rd principle. And then here's the 4th principle right here. Okay, hold on. Okay, fourth principle. You must refrain from creating and engaging in making cultural slop or otherwise terrible art at all for the pursuit of money and greed. Now, what does that principle mean? It basically means like no engaging in creating cultural slop, all right? No engaging in creating cultural slop, no culture war content, no anti-woke stuff, none of that. No woke content either. All right, I think that has distributed and I think that has caused so much disastrous for our culture. It does nothing but create toxicity because these movements do nothing but create toxicity within our culture. It's destroying our culture from within. Now, there are some other things I also want to go over. This principle also talks about not creating, like terrible art just for money. All right, and no, a banana duct taped to a wall is not art. Okay, I don't know why someone duct tape a banana to a wall and call it art. That's not art. Okay, that's not art. And yeah, someone actually did that. Someone actually sold a banana that's duct taped to a wall for $6.24 million. That's not art. Most of the modern art that we see today is not good. It's absolutely trash. Alright? And it's all done for money. And also, another thing I have to go over is I'm sure you guys have seen those or heard about those movies. You know those horror films of those classic characters like Winnie the Pooh, Steamboat Willie, and Popeye. Alright, I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but I have, and let me tell you, don't create that. Okay? Those films give the public domain a really bad name. I mean, really, there's nothing creative about them. I mean, really, Winnie the Pooh as a serial killer, Steamboat Willie as a serial killer, Popeye as a serial killer. They just did the same film over and over again. The only difference is they just changed the character. Alright? These characters are not made to tell a creative story. Alright? They're not. You can just look at the reviews of these films. These films have terrible writing, and they're just terrible films altogether. However, although they might be terrible, these films also make a really lot of money, which is the point I want to get into, is that these films basically are only created for money. And I think that is a very negative influence and a very negative look on the public domain. If you guys get what I'm saying, type in the comments below if you think those films are trash as well. Okay, type in the comments below if you think those films are trash. All right, if you guys agree with me or not. Okay. Also, we need to get to the last principle as well. All right, the last principle of creativism, as in right here. Ready for this? This is the most important principle of all. You must have a creative but wild and wonderful imagination that's able to push boundaries and create new stories filled with new perspectives to inspire new generations to come. All right, never be sorry for your imagination. Never be sorry for what you create for the world. Okay? Never. Don't ever let the mob bully you into submission. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's left or right. Don't ever let them bully you. If you give them an inch, if you just give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. Don't let any mob bully you into that. All right? Stand up for yourself. Okay? All right. Now there are some more things here, as in right here. People who share my politics are people who have cultural politics, which is someone who, as you know, creativism is a philosophy that's all about, not only just advocating for creative liberties and freedoms, but also trying to change the cultural landscape for the better. Try to make the cultural landscape a better place where nobody can ever get canceled, for the artwork that they create or their creative liberties that they enjoy. I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of you guys. I know you guys have seen it where the left will get in power, they start censoring things, and then they end up getting booed out of office, and then the religious right comes in, and then they do the exact same thing that they accuse the left of. I'm tired of it. Alright, I'm just really tired of it. Alright, it's bothering me. And I think this is having a very negative influence on the culture. Okay? Alright. Now, I want to thank you guys for listening. If you're still listening, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for hearing me out if you're still watching. And let me ask you this, all right? If you're someone who is tired of how the cultural landscape is being right now, if you're tired of the toxicity and the culture war and this anti-woke and woke stuff, all right, if you're tired of this, all right, and I'm being seriously, then join my movement, okay? All right. Also, forgot to say one more thing right here. You see this symbol right here? See this character? This is a character I created. He's a character named King Louis. Alright, I know that's a little silly, but he's a character who symbolizes, alright, creative freedoms and creative liberties. He represents creative liberties. Alright, he represents dreams and imagination and is the defender of the public domain. This character, this mascot of this movement, he is the mascot, okay, of this movement. Alright, you're allowed to use him however you want. He symbolizes creative liberties, alright? He symbolizes dreams and imagination and creative freedoms for all. Not just for me, but for everyone. Everyone deserves to have an imagination. Alright, I don't care who you are. Everyone deserves to have imagination, okay? Alright. So I just thought I'd say that. Don't forget to like and share, comment, subscribe to my video. Thank you. Don't forget to like and share, comment, to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, have a wonderful day and may God bless.